Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about Love is Blind, Season 8, Episode 8.
One thing I hate is when a weird person calls me weird. Oh my gosh. If that's one way to grind my gears, you go see a lot of weirdness in this episode, and the weird people calling the other party weird. You ready, Blair?
I'm ready.
Subscribe, like, share, comment, all the above. Let's go.
Okay, so we get into Sarah and Ben. He hasn't found anything that really bothers him about her. He has noticed that she keeps the tag on her clothes. She doesn't love his hair washing schedule. I guess he doesn't do it enough. He apparently washes his clothes once a month and his bed sheets once every 2 weeks.
Okay. Let's Sarah, Miss Activist or Miss or at least part-time activist, right?
Right.
Are you cheap? You got all the tags on your clothes and things like that? Maybe just on the vacation clothes and things of that nature? Or you gonna take it back? Or that is something that is, even though some people do it and things of that nature, that is not honorable.
Okay.
When you buy something, buy it. Wear it. You get what I'm saying? Take the tag off, you know? And when it comes to hair, I don't know. I think when it comes to black people can't wash their hair every day.
Correct.
Compared to white people. So I'm not here to judge if he does wash his hair too much or too less. You get what I'm saying? With black people, I need to keep as much oil and nutrients in my hair as long as possible without it stinking or being dirty.
Good PSA.
Thank you.
So Lauren and Dave are looking forward to seeing the other couples.
Yeah.
And we see all the couples get together.
Okay.
Dave asks if Devin had sex yet. Listen, Dave is going on a rampage asking everybody, most of the women, if they've had sex yet.
You straight gotta keep your eye on Dave, man. He straight may spit himself out somewhere.
Yeah, Devin said no. He feels like jumping into sex diminishes everything, they did as far as getting to know each other.
Now, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, even though we're castmates and things of that nature, I ain't answering that question to you. I don't owe you an answer.
Very true.
You get what I'm saying?
Dave says that he and Lauren have come close, but they aren't there. He is ready whenever she's ready.
Thank you for that PSA, okay?
Dave tells Virginia that they haven't had sex yet. It's totally up to her. And Virginia says, well, there are different levels of intimacy you can build without sex. I'm just going to role reverse this.
Okay.
If this is a woman going around asking my man about his sexual activities with me, that would be an issue with me. Can you mind your business, please? I don't like how Dave is going to all these women, especially Virginia here in this conversation, and asking, have y'all had sex? We haven't had sex. It's totally up to her. Like, why are you going to these men's fiancés talking about sexual situations that they've been in? It's just very odd and none of his business.
I mean, if a woman's coming up to me to ask me that, knowing that I got a wife or a fiance, she probably put in an application to be a sister wife.
I agree.
You get what I'm saying?
Dave says that he and David bonded over being in between two girls and choosing girls who weren't expected.
Hey, don't include me in don't include me in that, Dave, okay?
Dave and Monica talk. He asks if she's having sex yet, and Monica says yeah. She asked him what made you choose Lauren. Dave says that when Lauren told him how she felt, then he figured things out on his own, and that's what led him to her.
Okay.
Joey tells Lauren that Dave is incredible and she picked a really good guy.
Okay, Joey.
Joey's just so nice. You don't have to do that. You don't know that man.
Yeah, he don't.
Dave asks Taylor if they've had sex yet, and Taylor says only kissing. She hasn't been cautious in the past and things didn't work out, so she's trying to do something different now.
Interesting, right?
Daniel tells Sarah that he's so happy to be with her, with his lady, which is Taylor. Sarah asks if he recognized her because she got wind of the whole Instagram situation, and Daniel tells her no. He thinks that the situation did make them stronger as a couple.
Okay.
Sarah and Ben apparently did get it popping. She tells the girls that they've been cuddling a lot. He wrote her a letter that he loves her and left it in her makeup bag for her to find. Everyone is happy that they all found their person.
Do you know what's so interesting? This woman, Sarah, I'm going to keep my foot on your neck, right? Or rather that knee on your neck, that knee that killed George Floyd in the city that you live in, right? You said you brought up Black Lives Matter. I didn't put that on you. You put that on you. You put that on Ben, and Ben said, get that off me, right? And it just so happens that I would think that for someone to bring up something so specific, that at least some conversation or at least some teaching, you get what I'm saying, would be happening. But so far, you are living your best life. You are a fiance. You're having the sex. You get what I'm saying? You're just 100% completely falling in love with Ben. I am waiting for that conversation. I am waiting to see if it's a one-off or if it's a conversation that you really care about, especially when your sister is involved, especially when her rights is involved. You know, things that you said. I did not say this. Blair did not say this. You brought this up. You get what I'm saying? Don't virtual signal me. You get what I'm saying? Because that would have felt like virtual signal. Okay. Okay. You get what I'm saying? I was close.
You were very close.
Thank you. I appreciate the help, though.
Yes. So we move on to Devin and Virginia. Mm-hmm. Everyone can see how happy they make each other. Apparently, they told Devin that they can see the love that they have between each other. It's time to pack up and leave. She enjoyed the trip, but mostly the time they got to know each other. At this point, she's more confident about being his wife, and he is ready to be her husband. This was a very short vacation.
Hey, listen, man.
A very short vacation. I was like, nothing else happened.
I actually was reading the comments from the last video, I think episode 7, and they said that this cast is not a representation of the city of Minnesota. That the city of Minnesota is very diverse. Yes,
Minneapolis. Mm-hmm.
I mean, the state Minnesota, but basically that city.
Correct.
And even though it may be majority white people and things of that nature, that it's not a complete representation. I think they made a point this season to try to get their success rate up when it comes to being taken seriously as a show and being taken seriously as we marry folks. So I think they just trying to be like, you know what? We're going to keep the drama to a minimum as much as we can. Right, not realizing that they casted Dave, who is weird. You get what I'm saying? All Taylor, who is weird. I listen here. I understand that she said sorry for the mishap, but she's weird. You get what I'm saying? That's why I really feel like. I feel like they was like, you know what? We gonna try to limit the drama as much as possible this season. We gonna keep the black people to a minimum. You get what I'm saying? Because we want to have a success rate and be taken seriously as a show when it comes to marriage. That's my opinion.
Okay, I can see that, and I can see that it seems like they probably casted a lot of similar people.
Yeah.
Instead of diverse people, and not necessarily even in race, but as far as just, I don't know, it could be they cast a difference in lifestyle. I don't know. Everybody just seems the same. Yeah. Everybody seems like they live the same kind of lifestyle, similar kind of upbringing.
Listen,
I
guess the DEI hit Love is Blind, right?
Yeah.
But my thing is, I really don't see the benefit of really telling us and really proclaiming this is the biggest cast we have, like, brought in as the most people that like we could, but we saw the same people during the pods. Like so it's like, I guess maybe the next city, or maybe I still have hope for this season. You get what I'm saying?
The thing is, like, I don't mind so much because I don't feel like everything has to be super dramatic. Like, I think it's enough to have people who are different come together and actually try to make a relationship work. So that's why I'm interested to see, like, if that is going to be difficult for these people to do. And I feel like we have seen some hurdles in people in their relationships, and even some of the family dynamics, which are very real. In real life, some people do live very dramatic real lives, but some people deal with different things, such as judgmental family or judgmental friends,
very normal,
or, all these types of things. And it's interesting for me, at least, to see how these people choose to navigate it.
That is true.
So we move on to Taylor and Daniel. Taylor says that he gives her the love that she gives to other people. It hasn't been that way for her in the past. He tells her that she is worthy of love.
Okay.
Then with Lauren and Dave says that Sarah asked him why Lauren. He says with Molly it was fun, but with Lauren they can do everything together.
Okay.
Dave continues to bring up Molly unnecessarily.
Well, on purpose though.
Yes. The first person he plans to call when he gets his phone back is his sister. He's going to have to tell his dad that he's engaged as well. He says he's old enough and smart enough to make his own decisions. Do you really believe that?
It don't sound that way. It really don't. It really sounds like you have a chaperone. And the way Dave is acting, at least from my point of view, from my POV, he do come off as the adult you got to keep your eyes on, because as a kid you had to keep your eyes on him. He does sound like he have adult chaperones because he needs a little extra help in life. Yeah.
So they head back to Minneapolis. We start with Monica and Joey.
Yeah.
The apartment is a bit minimalistic for Monica. She likes to have little knickknacks around. He is a big time minimalist, and he cleans all the time. They talk about chores and how she can do the laundry. She tells a story of how she had clean clothes in a pile in college. There was a spider in the crotch of one of her jeans. Joey tells her, do your usual pile, and he will just put the clothes away. She talks about them having a sock bin for them to just take socks, because it's just socks. We don't need to have assigned socks.
Yes, we do.
She compares it to not having your own fork in the house when you eat.
Listen here. Let my wife tell it. I have a personal fork that I take with me when we go out to eat.
Yes,
right?
It does.
I understand that when it comes to restaurants, but hey, listen here. I'm already giving my life. I'm already giving half my pension, if that. I'm already giving half my retirement to you. The least you can let me do is keep my socks.
I would think so.
Like the least, right? I know when it comes to a lot of men live by this mantra: happy wife, happy life. Those are the guys that unfortunately are secretly depressed. They suppress their feelings, and then they go out and cheat on their wives, or basically have a whole nother family because they're not happy. I'm not that type. If I'm not happy, nobody happy. If Blair's not happy, nobody's happy.
Happy spouse, happy
right?
house.
At the end of the day, we ain't got to rhyme either. Right? My thing is, hey, can I keep my socks? Look, we sharing everything else. Let me keep my socks. But keep that in mind, though. Keep that in mind.
Yeah. That lets you know how she grew up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're going to meet her family.
Oh, yes, we are.
So with Taylor and Daniel, they're unpacking. They talk about the number of Christmas trees. He's good with anything between 1 to 3. I'm good with 1.
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
I will say, like, when we're watching some of these shows, or at least me, like Housewives of Beverly Hills and like the Kardashians, stuff like that, I do love the multiple trees in different parts of the house and how they're decorated differently. I think that's pretty bomb. But for me, 1 is good.
I'm good with 1. I'm good with between 0 and 1.
Okay.
To where it's like, because my goal in life is to not spend Christmas at home. Ever. Right? I haven't spent Christmas at home for the past 3 to 4 years. So my goal is to eventually be somewhere on a break during the end of the year to recharge, to basically reset for the beginning of January. But yeah, that's all I got for that.
So with Ben and Sarah, they are both feeling like things are natural. She thinks wedding planning is going to stress her out, as well as figuring out what kind of wedding dress.
Okay.
He's never pictured any of his other exes in wedding dresses, but he does picture her in one.
Boy, she got excited about that boy.
She did. She did. All right. Moving on to Lauren and Dave. She's excited to learn more about him and his living style.
Yeah.
She wants to bring some real plants into the home. His friends and family know that he's engaged. They found out about it and were talking about it before he could even tell them. He was sad and annoyed. He wanted to be the one to break the news to them. His sister has calmed down a lot. Her fear was that he'd meet some fame-hungry woman.
How do you know he ain't no fame-hungry guy?
Exactly.
Like, they paint this guy as a saint, and I'm telling you, 7-8 episodes in from our review, he ain't.
Yeah.
Right. And I would like to meet the sister, because and truth be told, I wonder if is Dave doing a misservice to his sister, because now he done built her up as this one big boogeyman.
He definitely has.
You get what I'm saying? To where, what if we actually meet her and she actually like cool? Like, I ain't like, Dave can do whatever he wants.
And I will say that I have seen quite a few theories online, which I think that this is very plausible, is that Dave is using his friends and his sister as a way to push Lauren away, to where the thing is, they might not even be saying all these things.
No.
They could possibly meet her and think she's cool, but if he keeps up this conflict and this drama between her, he don't have to stay at the shared apartment.
Yeah.
He can talk about that he got to think about things and go to the bars or wherever he be going at nighttime. So it could be a real concern of his family's, but I think he might be putting 20 on 10 as far as the concern
100%.
goes.
I don't even understand, if you're grown and you can make your own decisions, why do you keep talking about your family and like your sisters?
Like, you came on here and knew you were going to marry a stranger. So as soon as you actually get to the point of being engaged to somebody, you're going to allow the voices of your family and friends to get to your head. It didn't bother you. It didn't bother you when you got on the show.
And then he's talking about, I wish I was the one to break the news to my family. You had time to tell him before you went.
You absolutely did.
So, like, Dave, shut up. You know.
So Virginia goes to Devin's apartment. He needs to grab some things to take back to the shared apartment. We see his shoe collection. And she was pretty much asking him, so how much is that going to run us? Like, how much do you spend on shoes? And he says he gets about maybe 1 to 2 pairs of shoes, like a month or every couple of months. Do you think that's a bit much?
For shoes?
Yeah, to get it that often. Because shoes can be very expensive.
Yeah, I think he said something north of $700 or something like that. Here's the thing about it. I don't think I think there should be a cap, right? So my thing is, okay, you have a lot of shoes already. Like, to the point where he got some in a shoe rack and some in boxes in the closet. That's too many shoes. That's too many shoes. Every sneakerhead that I know of eventually run to this barrier of, man, I wear the same shoes over and over again. I'm selling my shoes. Like so it's like all those shoes are basically, I don't want to say a waste of money, because people, if you make the money, and I believe if you are single, you can spend however you want. Yeah. Like, because truth be told, I'm not a sneakerhead. I wish I was, but the sneaker game is completely different than when I was younger and things like that. I'm not online trying to be on trying to catch in and things like that. Like, I want to be able to go to the store and buy my shoes. Right. You get what I'm saying? Not try to stand in line and things of that nature. But I feel like, hey, you got enough shoes. This was a fun habit while you were single. Now we were married. We just gonna pull back a little bit. You get what I'm saying? Not every month, but we just gonna get the very special shoes. You know what I'm saying? Not the ones that's special to you. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, yes, I agree with you. Like, when you're single and you're, just getting your money and enjoying yourself, if you want to splurge on yourself, I don't see anything that's wrong with that. But I do think that when you get into partnership with somebody and you guys have bigger financial goals that you actually want to do, like, as long as you can cut back that spending, I don't think it's an issue. So it's just kind of like, we got to wait and see if that's something that is going to be able to change, or is it actually like an addiction or a compulsion? Which I think that is just something he enjoys. Like, for me, like, I used to like buying like the newest drops of different makeup and all that type of stuff. I'd be on YouTube and TikTok seeing like what the new things were with like Nessa Myricks or Pat McGrath and all these different things. And some of those things get very expensive. And the more that we got deeper into our relationship and start with our financial goes is when some of that spending got pulled back. So
she got married.
Right?
But also, I think for Devin, you gotta understand, he plays basketball. So for him to have the latest basketball shoe is almost like it's part of his, like, I don't want to say job, but it's like it's part of his, like, I play basketball, I wear the newest shoes. It's like, this is what we do as basketball players.
Yeah. And this is one of the things to where I feel like, yes, okay, on the surface it can seem boring, like a quick little scene, but these are the actual things that can like make or break relationships, is spending and habits and all that type of stuff. So
my issue is only if it doesn't have a place to go, you have too much. The shoes are in the room with us.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. If you, this is how I know you have too many clothes. If I got used to other closet.
Well, yeah.
You have too much stuff, because I literally can't fit my stuff inside the closet. You get what I'm saying? No problem, right? You get what I'm saying? So it's just, but my thing is, when you're married, then they got to be compromised.
That is true. So we go to Virginia's home. She's looking forward to them purchasing a home together. She says she is financially responsible and she prefers experiences over things. The most he says he splurges on himself is shoes. For his job, he thinks that he'll work up to being the CEO at one point, and they plan to work together to reach whatever financial goals they have. Yeah, and I feel like as long as one person is financially responsible and the other person is able to get on board, that's good enough. Yeah, that's good enough. Lauren visits Dave's apartment. There is nothing in his fridge and cabinets. Honestly, that doesn't bother me. He just went on vacation. We usually clear out fridge and stuff like that before we go on vacation. So white sheets in his room per his sister's recommendation. that gives the hotel vibe. I do like white sheets, but I also like colorful sheets.
Okay, so what's the point of saying you like white sheets? Okay, Blair like bed sheets, y'all. Basically, okay, thank you.
Her family is happy. She's happy. Her parents are open. She talks about her parents being open will make her brothers more open.
Okay.
So both of their families are worried about how production could twist what it is that they're saying. He thinks his sister just needs to meet her. She's been reading different things about the show and is skeptical. He thinks that once she meets her, she will be all in, want to be part of the wedding dress fitting, and just be happy to have another girl in the family. They're going to have friends and family over, so they plan to make one of her favorite drinks, espresso martini. Her dad doesn't like people living together before marriage. He hasn't said anything about their situation yet, but she struggles with her dad's mentality on that. She works, thinks that she needs to, basically the dad thinks they need to be married before living together. Okay. So he says that if his mom was alive, she wouldn't want them to live together. His dad apparently would sleep in the basement when they would visit his grandmother's house. He plans to be respectful of her family, but also stand up for what they believe in as far as their relationship. David's friends apparently, okay, before we move on to that, David's friends, I think it is a little bit weird how his father slept in a separate room when they would go to the grandmother's house.
It is what it is. I don't care.
But then the other thing I'm also thinking about is he's talking about how he wants to stand up for what he believes in to her family, but he can't do it for his own friends and family.
That is true.
Odd. So David's friends know the guy she dated before. She hung out with the guy before she came here. The guy apparently has been texting her, trying to see her, and he lives in the building that they moved into. Maybe she didn't actually end things. Maybe he's exaggerating to get on TV. He doesn't know who to believe. Apparently his sister knows this and has bigger doubts. Lauren's mom told her that she loves and trusts her, and a lot of people are going to be giving their opinions.
Next time, cast the sister, Nick and Lachey, because I'm tired of hearing about it, to be honest. I already know the minute that I do see her, I'm going to be tired of seeing her, because I heard about her for basically 8 episodes. Do you have any thoughts on, or problems rather, on Lauren potentially dating a guy before Love is Blind? And basically how they feel about it.
No, I don't feel a way about it.
Me neither.
Because it was casual. It wasn't anything serious.
It was before you.
And it was before him. So no.
See, the problem is, I think the problem with Dave is that, this guy had sex with her and she had a bikini wax, so we couldn't have sex. So I think it's just an ego thing. It's an insecure thing. It's a childish thing. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I don't care to hear about your history. I don't care about the text messages and things like that. Guess what? It started before me and it's going to end before me. If he's texting you, trying to talk to you, even though you're engaged and things of that nature, I'm going to leave it up to you to end it and things of that nature. So it's like, I'm gonna put the ball 100% in your court and never talk about it again. And then, but the day before the wedding or like leading up to the wedding, I'm gonna say is all your T's crossed and like is all your I's dotted. Like so we don't enter into our marriage like this. But other than that, it's a non-issue for me. You get what I'm saying?
So Monica and Joey are at Monica's family home.
Keep this in, oh my goodness, this is the scene of the night for me.
Yes. So they get asked, they talk about how they connected.
Yeah.
And they connected over their high energy, bright personalities. The sister asked why he's single. He went to therapy, had a couple of serious relationships, but they didn't work out due to differences in values.
Okay.
The mom says that it's time to break out a fam jam. So they all get instruments out of an instrument bin. This family has a lot of bins. Sock bin, instrument bin. They bring out the bin of instruments and start playing and dancing together. Monica acts like she's embarrassed, and the mom thinks that they are cute together.
Now stop right here. You're actually looking at a musician. If that would have happened, I would have got up and left. Okay. I ain't gonna hold you. If this was dating, this is beyond me now. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody got their weird things about them, but we were just having a conversation, and then out of nowhere, someone threw me a tambourine. I'm like, what's about to happen? It's about to be a fam jam. Nah, it's not. I'm about to go home.
It looked fun to me. I would have been like, hand me the tambourine. So Monica, okay. So the guy who's dating Monica's sister apparently was talking to Monica first, and he makes a joke that he's still around just to basically see if he can get with Monica at some point.
What?
The sister didn't like that joke.
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't like that joke.
Joey asks to see the sock bin, and he jokes like, "Is there underwear in there too?" And they're just like, "No, just socks."
No.
So she pulls out the sock bin, and he's wondering how many feet have been in here. And Monica says it's just her family's feet.
What? There's such thing as fungus transferring like to your feet from somebody else's feet. Like I said, man, y'all listen here and listen. I'm not going to generalize. I was going to say you white people, but you people, Monica family specifically, y'all live a different life than I live. You get what I'm saying? Many times than not, truth be told, my socks are better than Blair's socks because my socks are dope. You know? So if I see her with my socks, I'm like, I can't have nothing, can I? You know what I mean? And truth be told, I wouldn't be surprised if there is a underwear drawer. You just gotta be closer with the family, and maybe they do share underwear. I don't know, but very weird family in my opinion. But you know, it is what it is.
So Monica has a one-on-one talk with her sister.
Uh-oh.
The sister says it's weird seeing her with a significant other.
What?
He's not really her type. And Monica says she's never really had a type. And the sister says your type is like a 6'5" Italian model. And Monica's like, that's everyone's type. But it's not about looks. And also, when has Monica dated a 6'5" Italian model?
Please. I think the sister pulled that out of thin air. I'm like, I think if Monica had a 6'5" Italian model, she wouldn't be on Love is Blind.
Exactly.
You know?
The sister says, is he the right personality for you? And Monica explains that they share morals and values, and he knows the sound of music very well.
Okay.
Sis just wants what's best for her and asks, so you're going to get married? And Monica tells her that's the goal.
Yeah.
The sister thinks it's crazy, to think that you would be the one to get married first because she's 5 years older than her. She thought that she had to do it first, but it's you. My worry is you get married and then get divorced. Monica does not want that. And sister says, he knows what he says. He seems like a good actor, and she doesn't want her sister to get hurt.
Listen here, guys. If you just literally be quiet sometimes, people will tell you what they think, right? First of all, it all started with the sister's boyfriend joke, basically saying, I'm really into your other sister, more than you. And now that she basically got Monica's sloppy seconds, if that, right? Now she's basically like, is it kind of weird that like you're getting married before me? Me and Blair looked at each other like, it be your own family that be the ops and things of that nature. What was your thoughts before I go deeper?
Yeah, my thoughts, I immediately sniffed out the jealousy on her sister.
Oh yeah.
Immediately, especially when she said it's weird seeing her with a significant other. What is that supposed to mean?
I don't really
She's
know.
a person who wants to be in love just like a lot of people.
Just
How is
like
that
you.
weird? How is that weird? And I hope that Monica can sense this out with her sister. I think that when it comes to getting married, it can bring out a lot of different sides of people that you didn't expect to be there.
Facts.
And it can bring out a lot of people's insecurities. And it can be very hurtful because you could think certain people are supposed to be the ones who would rally for you or be the ones who would be there for you and, really celebrate this moment in your life. Yeah. But because of whatever they've got going on personally, they can't be there for you in the way that you would have thought they would have been. So I'm hoping that, as hurtful as it may be for Monica, because it seems like she does love her sister and she cares about what her sister thinks. Yeah. Not to the extent of Dave, though. No. I hope that realizing this helps her kind of categorize her sister in a different way of, I love her, but because of her personal issues, she can't support me in this the way that I would want her to. Yeah. And not be so deterred by her sister's judgments. So
yeah, here's the thing about it. Your sister's the op, right? And this is actually the truth about most people. People don't care if you're happy. People don't care if you are successful. They want you to be happy. They want you to be successful, just not more than them.
Exactly.
Right? And give me a reason to stunt. I wish somebody would in my close circle would be mad at me because I'm actually about to reach another level in my life that have nothing to do with you. She's saying things to plant seeds of doubt. She said, I'm good at reading character. I'm good at reading this. I'm almost never wrong. Something wrong with Joey. No. For one, something's wrong with your boyfriend because he keep flirting with me. You know what I'm saying? So let's start with that.
Yeah.
And there's something wrong with you, sis, because you're over here talking about, so you plan on getting married. This is why there's 3 people here with cameras, and there's a production right here, holding a scene, and this is why I'm on the show. Well, it's just weird that you're getting married before me. What that got to do with me?
Right.
That have nothing to do with me. So it's definitely jealousy. And Monica, you go have to make a choice. Like, it's just that plain and simple. I don't think Joey have done anything in this visit to show that he's weird or that he's not a match. Hell, y'all broke out a fam jam in front of me. Y'all showed me a bin where y'all share socks and things of that nature. How dare you try to allude that I'm the weird one?
Exactly.
Get out my face. You get what I'm saying? So watch your sister, because she may be your biggest op. And guess what? That right there lets me know, yeah, you're not gonna be maid of honor. like I only need just a little inkling of like a sign. This is supposed to be my biggest day, and usually, thank goodness for Love Is Blind, so they paying for it. So usually when people gotta pay for their own weddings, I'm like, if I gotta pay tens of thousands of money for a wedding, and I got a sense that you're gonna be a stumbling block to my happiness, I'm already feeling some type of way because I gotta pay $50,000 for a wedding. Guess what? You're gonna be in the back.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Next to the bathroom.
Holding the door. You get what I'm saying? We're not gonna put you in the front because you're mugging in the pictures. You're feeling sad. Everybody's dancing, but you in the corner looking sad, eating your food. Now people asking, what's wrong with you? Nah, we go put you gonna be valet.
Yes.
You park the people cars and stuff like that.
Right.
Anything else?
That's all I got.
I need y'all to subscribe, like, share, comment, all the above. We see y'all.
Bye.